What if I told you this giant cup was filled with real coffee, that this hat was buy one get 95 free, and that this car wash lasted for 7 hours? You would probably say that sounds like 3 examples of having too much of a good thing. Well, get ready for a 4th, because whereas on the previous episode the round ended upon the first wrong answer, from now on each contestant will be asked the full stack of questions regardless of how they do. Before we get started, let's have a quick refresher of what a LetterVex actually is. It's this thing, a 6x6 grid of letters. Starting at the top left, you make a chain of 3-letter words, fill the board, and finish at the lower right. Here are the contestants. In order to decide who went first, we posed them a tiebreaker, which was 156 grams of dice were rolled. What did they add up to? Each contestant was given the opportunity to ask one clarifying question before giving their answer.
How many dice are there?
How quickly were they rolled?
So it's a random roll of these dice.
The answers to their questions are on the screen now, but what did they end up guessing?
138.
804.
2,000. There you go.
The actual total was 486. So with that done, it was time to make my way to Hathaway, the winner of the tiebreak challenge, to see her take on the LetterVex.
Which is Luxembourg?
I'm going to say the yellow circle.
It is the Yellow Circle. I don't think anybody has recreationally visited all 4 of these locations. Please go for your first word. Elk. Very standard word. No need to check that one. We go to question 2, which is rosemary?
I know this one because I use it quite a lot. Nice bit of lamb. This one here, the bottom left.
Are we in the studio with Ainsley Harriott himself? It's another correct answer. Please return to the board. Yum. Which key has a raised bump?
Is it G?
It is not G, which means that you will not be getting a perfect defeat of the LetterVex board today, but we can still make some progress on it with question 4, which is the Reebok logo?
Oh no. Can I just go and get them to have a look?
Unbelievable.
Okay. I'm going to say top left.
Top left is the one. Please give us one more word. Day. We go to question 5, which is pi. What is the missing number?
Number 3.
Number 3 it is. Please, another word. Dig. We go to question 6. What is this?
I know this very well. This is very nostalgic. It has to be Pez.
It has to be Pez. Tar. We go to question 7, which is not a netball position.
Keeper. It has to be CD.
It is CD. Is Gary Lineker here in the studio? Please, another word on the board. Broom broom. But unfortunately, you are now backed into a corner, so we cannot continue with our destruction of the LetterVex wall. We can still earn points from the remaining questions though. So question 8, books, which features Boo Radley.
Is it Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird?
It is indeed. We go to question 9, which are the Olympic rings?
I'm going to go with the black circle first.
It is not the black circle first. We go to question 10. What tube station is this?
I'm going to say Great Portland Street.
This lady knows the tube map off by heart. We go to question 11. What angle is the missing piece of pizza?
100 degrees.
100 degrees it is. We go to the final question, which is the PlayStation Portal?
Is it top left?
It is not top left. And with that, the round has finished.
Oh dear.
And now, as the runner-up in the tiebreak challenge, it was Carson's turn to take on the LetterVex.
Which is the shrew, or as Shakespeare may have referred to it, the eponymous shrew?
Ooh. If I was a shrew, what would I look like? Could it be bottom right?
Bottom right is sadly the pine marten. What is the white part of an egg called?
An albumen?
It's an albumen. Please, with 2 minutes on the clock, take it away with the first word of the board. So, question 3. What is the name of Hugh Grant's character?
Could it be cleaver?
By Jove, she's got it. We go back to the board. SAG, very standard word, no need to check that. We go to question 4, which is keyboards. What symbol is on the 6?
What's on 6?
And if I was a 6, what would be on me?
Is it an and?
It is not an
Not an
ampersand. We go to question 5, which is, if you selected 50 playing cards from a standard deck, how many reds would you have?
1 to 10?
1 to 10. It is not 1 to 10. We go to question 6, which is, who is Robin Fenty?
Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I feel like because of the beauty brand, it must be bottom right.
It is bottom right. We go back to the board. Oh, that's the dictionary alarm going off. We will need a definition of the word ORI if we're going to continue the LetterVex board in play.
I think it's part of a game.
Let's have a look. It is not part of a game, but we can continue with the questions. We go to question 7, which is, who is on the left?
Top left?
It is Daphne, from the bands Daphne and Celeste, which shows the correct water level line for a glass of water tilted 30 degrees.
A?
It is not A. In French, which colour has the same name as in English? Je m'appelle la
Orange?
colour. Oui, c'est l'orange. Question 10. Funhouse. What is the order of adjectives in the theme tune?
It's wacky, it's fun, it's crazy, outrageous.
That's 5 points.
Yay!
We go to question 11, which is the USB logo?
Top left?
It is not top left. Which was published first?
Could it be... Ooh. Is it Frankenstein?
Frankenstein, it blooming well is. That's 5 points, and with that, that is the end of the round.
And finally, it was McDonald's turn to take on the challenge. What are these called in America?
Q-tips.
It is indeed. Please, with 2 minutes on the board, pick your first word. The question 2, Paw Patrol. Who is Sky?
Top left.
Unfortunately not. So the LetterVex board will not be being defeated today, but we can still chip away at it if we get some more correct answers. Which is the Belgian flag?
Bottom left.
This man knows his Belgian flags. Please take it away with the next word. Which is a song by Ava Max?
Bottom right.
Unfortunately not. Which is the first word of the Nero coffee shops?
Top left.
Unfortunately not. Which is a mix of red and green light?
Yellow.
This man knows his red and green lights. Please take it away with another word. Fad. What is the largest planet in the solar system?
Jupiter.
Jupiter it is. Pet. What country is this the outline of?
Croatia.
Cartographer in the house, please. One more word. Gap. Ounces in a pound plus pounds in a stone equals...
Random guess. 30.
Random pays off. Please, one more word. Shy. But unfortunately, you are now backed into a corner on the board, so the LetterVex has defeated you, but we can still earn some points from the questions. Question 10, what note is this?
E.
It's G. What film is this?
Falling down.
Man knows his movies. And final question, question 12. What colour is Bond Street on a Monopoly board?
Blue.
It is green. The round has finished.
It is.
Everybody has now had an attempt at raiding Captain LetterVex's tomb, and we sadly have to say goodbye to Carson, as Hathaway and MacDonald now take on the Grand LetterVex Challenge. No more questions, just a board where the first word scores 1 point, the second 2, third 3, and so on. A new board can be requested at any time, but that does mean the score per word drops back down to 1. Let's begin the Grand LetterVex Challenge. MacDonald has already scored barely a second into the round. Hathaway would be wise to remember the parable of the tortoise and the hare. That point lead she has now may not last forever, certainly not with MacDonald moving like he is. She really is not moving quickly. We need more hare than tortoise, Hathaway. Meanwhile, MacDonald is devouring the board like a hungry man at breakfast. And what's this? He's taken the lead. He's taken the lead. But what's he doing now? Ipt is not a word. This will cost him. He's frozen out and having to reset the board. Meanwhile, Hathaway is going from strength to strength, word after word, sentence after sentence. Watching this makes me think this must be how Romeo and Juliet felt when they watched Shakespeare write their life story. Now, unless MacDonald pulls something exceptional out of the bag, this lead that Hathaway is maintaining is incredible. It surely cannot be defeated. It surely cannot! The final scores are in, and we can see that Hathaway takes this episode's gold crown. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon for episode 3.